Let me get this screen organized here. Welcome to our Team Core Power kickoff call. I'm so excited to get started with this year and to help you guys just make the most of everything that you're doing in your life. The more that I've been a part of Team Beachbody and coach and part of the teams that we have here, just the more that I've come to really appreciate and realize that this just isn't a journey for your health and fitness. And I've always felt like there was more. There was more for us to do here, more than just losing pounds and inches. And I love seeing the transformations of people being happier, of really defining who they are, who they want to be, and moving forward that direction. And we did some pretty amazing things on our team in 2016, which I'm going to share with you in just a few minutes. But, more so than that, let me fix this light here. I am just so feeling incredibly blessed to just see the abundance of friendships and growth and relationships that are happening, in this team and among each other. So welcome to this call. Whether you're a brand new coach, whether you've been on this team for several years, welcome. You might be somebody who's working casually in this business, who is just on your health and fitness journey and looking for opportunities as you do that to be able to affect other people's lives and to better them. And that's an amazing thing. You might be someone who's looking for more opportunity with this, to make this a full-time or a part-time income. And that's a really great thing. And somebody who maybe is just here to, be a part of a great community, to really have accountability towards your health, your fitness, towards working on your personal growth, and taking advantage of, the great opportunities and products that are available to you with that. And that's an amazing thing too. So we have just all facets on this team, and I'm excited to help each of you grow in the ways that you want to grow and to continue to see this team grow through your efforts in helping more people, in being a good example, and just naturally in being genuine in your relationships that are naturally going to draw people to want to know what this is that you have in your life and be able to do that too. 2016, as you look back at that, I really want you to think about, what are you proud of in this year? It's really easy for us to focus on what we want to change or what we didn't accomplish, and we kind of put that deadline at the end of the year. But I really hope that you take more time to focus in on what did go well, how did you change, how did that inspire you, and how can that inspire you to further grow this year, to really put yourself in a position to grow and to have more in your life. The word that I want to really foster within our team this year is the word fearless. And, fearless to me, really, I take that in two different ways, right? So fear, if you look at that, fear, I love this acronym for fear, of false evidence appearing real, right? There are so many things and experiences that we've had in our life that give us this limited view of what we can be, of what we can accomplish, of these things that we tell ourselves that we can't do or that we're scared to move forward with because we don't know how it will go, what that ending will look like. And in doing that, we don't allow ourselves to progress, right? We're holding ourselves back from that progress, and whatever part that is in our life, whether that's in our health and fitness, maybe you've gotten to a certain point and lost a few pounds, but maybe you keep going back and forth, right? Why is that? What's holding you back? What's that fear of moving forward? Maybe you do want to grow this into an opportunity to bless your family financially, to take care of debt, to have more time, to do the things that you want and the freedoms, but you're scared to move forward. Why is that? What is that that's holding you back? And that's the things that I really want to focus on with our team this year, because what that really amounts to is your personal growth. You guys plugging that in and taking ownership for growing yourself to grow past those limiting beliefs. I'm going to exit here because I found a quote that I wanted to read you guys. I think it was Taylor Swift. But it says, being fearless isn't being 100% not fearful. It's being terrified, but you jump in anyways. Let me read that to you one more time, and you can probably see it if you are on screen share here. Being fearless isn't being 100% not fearful. It's being terrified, but you jump in anyway. And you guys, that's what it's all about. It's not about it's not about knowing everything. It's not about feeling like we won't fail, that you won't make mistakes. You will. You will make mistakes. Lots of mistakes. All of us will. But it's about jumping in and being willing to move past that. And the only way you can do that is to go for it. So that is fearless. And I want you to break that up too. Fearless. So be fearless in your pursuit. Look at your life in the limitless way that God presented it to you, with all of the talents and unique things that you were given to be able to bless people on this earth and move forward with this. And then be fearless. Fearless. Fearless of the unknown. Fearless of what others might think of what you're doing, of what might happen if you don't exceed or meet all of the goals that you set for yourself. It's okay. It's okay, because progress is progress and moving forward. And I want you guys to think in those terms this year, to be fearless, to fear less as you move forward in your journey to move forward. So think about that as we go through. I've got 6 points that I want to give to you that I think can really help you to create a great 2017. And I want you to remember, how can I be more fearless? What do I need to add into my life to take this on, to take more, to be more of what I want to be in this year? And after that, we'll also have some announcements at the end. But I really wanted to just focus in on this call, mostly on just giving you this blueprint to help you make 2017 a huge success for yourself. Okay? So, number 1, I'm going to give you. So again, 6 ways to have a successful 2017. Number 1, you've got to be on your fitness journey. You guys, it all stems from you doing you, right? You being with you. Be on your fitness journey, work on your health and fitness, do the vital behaviors, and share that with people. It's the very basic of what we do and what helps us to gain that confidence and to rally more people to do this with us, right? So, you from working on the vital behaviors, right, of drinking your Shakeology every day, of working on your workout, of working on your own personal growth by reading a book or being in an audio book or listening to podcasts, making sure those are consistent habits with your day, every day. It's not only going to help you with your physical transformation. Yes, you're going to lose weight. Yes, you're going to lose inches. Yes, you're going to fit into your clothes better, because it's going to foster that ability to move past where those limitations are for you now. But it's also going to help you have more mental clarity, to be happier, to have more energy to go after and do the things that you want to do. There's so many things that come from doing that, and from moving that direction, from having that goodness in your life, from increasing and making sure that you are moving forward in that area. All other areas of your life will start to follow suit with that. It will start to happen. Your relationships will get better. You'll be able to have more energy and time to focus on other people, right? It's just like on the airplane. You put your oxygen mask on first, and then you can help other people. How can you help other people? How can you inspire them to make these changes in their life if you're not leading the way? You are a leader. You are an example for everyone around you in what you do, and you have to take care of yourself first. So always, always keep that first. And you guys, be patient. Change takes time. It does take time to really see results, right? It's that compound effect, those small things done consistently over time that are going to add up to the biggest results. Same thing with your business, you guys. One thing that I really saw happen this year in people who were very enthusiastic in starting this business and either have kind of fallen away or maybe have left our team completely is, they weren't patient. They tried it for a month and didn't see a lot of results because, again, it takes time. It takes building trust. It takes time to build those relationships. But they said it's not for me. And if they would stick to it, if you guys if you fully commit this year to working on your health and fitness, to working on your personal growth, to continuing to plug into the vital behaviors of what you need to do to grow in this business, to create these freedoms for yourself, it will happen. You've got to be patient. You've got to allow it time to grow. All right, number 2, keep it simple. They say a lot, stay in phase 1. When you talk to or look at trainings from top coaches, the people that are succeeding in this business, it isn't just because they all of a sudden became successful and now it's easy for them. No, they do the same things consistently over time, day in and day out. It's that consistency, that stay power, that determination to execute and to take action that really makes things happen. So I'm going to tell you just the few things that you need to do to implement to keep this simple. So the first thing is, as you are working on your business, you have to do the daily 4s. What I love about this, and if you don't know what the daily 4s is, Google it, Beachbody Daily 4s. You will find some training videos. You can also go into the files section of the Team Core Power page and you can pull up that document, the daily 4s. But it gives you the daily activities to do to be successful, to connect with people, to invite people, to mentor people, and to recognize them in their daily actions. Those 4 things. And what I love about the daily 4s is, you guys, this doesn't have to be something that you spend all day, every day working on your Beachbody business. It doesn't. I hope you had a chance to listen to that call that I put on our team page and into this event yesterday from Jen Guthrie, where she talks about being a full-time teacher, where she talks about having a busy life, where she talks about not having more than an hour a day to work on her business, but how she is able to make it work. And the Daily 4s is a document that can really simplify that, because it really puts into play those basic activities that you need to do 4 times a week, you guys, to make this a successful business. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't feel like you've got to spend all day, all the time on it. Be concentrated in your time. Be efficient with that time that you give yourself to work in your business. Get in, get out, get that work done, and then feel good about moving on to the other things that you want to add and have into your life. The Daily 4s. And then post about your journey. You guys, people need to see what you're doing. The more that you share what you're doing, how it's going, share things that are going to help other people to be able to make progress too, the easier it will get to help invite people and to share with them what you're doing. So, and I'm talking about like taking a little bit of time to really think about that. I am somebody who a lot of times I don't feel like I have much of value. Like, my life's just pretty ordinary, right? So I'm like, why do they want to hear my ordinary life? But, maybe I have a trick or trade or something that I can offer to them. Well, maybe I started meal planning already and you started meal planning. So maybe you can share a couple of tips on what you do with that meal plan. Or I'm going to do a video tomorrow night about these bento box containers that I've been using since I started the Ultimate Reset to prep my meals ahead. Because I've done a lot more ahead prep, and these are really, I've had these things in my pantry for over a year and I've never used them. And they're saving my life, So that's just a little thing that I'm it seems ordinary to me because I'm just doing it, but it really will mean and impact a lot of people to do that. I shared a post yesterday about, eating less gluten and dairy in my diet, and just a ton of questions and people who are thinking, yeah, I'm bloated, I don't feel good. And they want to make those changes too. So you guys don't ever feel like, no matter where you are in your journey, that you don't have things that can impact and help people, because there's somebody either right where you are or right where you were, where you started, or maybe one step ahead of you that can really learn from what you're going through right now, right? So you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have a transformation. In fact, people want to see you in your transformation, as you're making changes, as you experience those struggles and the things that are hard, because it's hard for them and they don't know where to start and they don't know where to go. And if you can start sharing that right away, wherever you are, at whatever step that you are, you will be making an impact. So keep that simple. So Daily 4s, we're going to post your journey. Have a group, right? Have an accountability group. Make that commitment to yourself to do just one group every month. To have that, you have to have somewhere to invite people to give them a place where they can develop, you can develop and foster this community and these relationships with people. So you can do that in whatever style that you want to, too. You guys, the big important thing I think about keeping it simple is make it fun for yourself. Maybe that is a group on Facebook or using the My Challenger app. Or maybe it's just connecting with a couple of friends and using like a message thread or texting or HeyTell or some type of app that you guys use to communicate daily and hold yourselves accountable. Do what's fun for you. You guys make sure that this is you. You don't have to look at what everyone else is doing, what everyone else has been done, and feel like there's only one way to do this. I really want you to take this and have fun with it. Enjoy it, make it part of your journey, and bring other people into that. And then I want to talk to you about sacrifices, because when you say yes to one thing, you have to say no to something else. And you guys, if you want to be effective in this business, if you really want to grow, it doesn't just magically happen that all of a sudden these perfect pieces align, that you're not busy, that it's somehow like 2 or 3 hours of time just opened up in your week that you can plug into this. It just doesn't happen, right? But you can make this a priority. You can make it something that's simple, that doesn't take a lot of time into your week if you don't have a lot of time, but you can plug in what you have. But know that there might be sacrifices along the way, right? You are probably going to have to experience the hard now so that your life can become easier later, right? Is there change that you want to experience in your life? If the answer is yes, what are you willing to give up now so that you have that, right? Because you have to put some work in right now so that you can have those things later. And that will require some sacrifices. Maybe it's Netflix. Maybe it's that you have to record your show instead of watch it live. Maybe it's that you have to get up an hour early so you can make sure that you get your workout in, that you have 30 minutes to connect with people in the morning and plug into that. Maybe you are a night person and you do well staying up a little bit later to get that work done. Maybe it's that you need to really focus in on your lunch hour, or really see where those pockets of 10, 15 minutes of time are, that you can plug this in and go all in to work on it. So it does take work, you guys, but it's so rewarding to see what can come from the work that you put into this, to be able to pay off debt, to be able to be more financially free, to contribute to your family's income. I just think, like, when I started this journey, what it meant to me, to have that little bit of extra income. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second as we move on to number 3. So number 3 point, so you guys, to finish number 2, keep it simple. Do your daily 4s, post your journey, have a group going, and look at where you can sacrifice things now for the bigger picture of what is coming down the road from this hard work that you put forward right now. Okay? Number 3, decide why this has to work for you. You guys, there has to be a bigger reason why this has to work for you, why you want to continue to be consistent and engaged in this team and being a coach. Is it because of your health? Are you here because you need more accountability, because you want that constant view of having fitness in your life? I can't tell you how much this group and being a coach has supported me in that, because the moment that I kind of let life take over and those old habits creep in, I think to myself, I don't want this. I want to be an example. I want to be an example to all of you. I want to be an example to the people that follow me. I want to be an example to my customers. So I cannot let myself go right now. I have to continue this journey, and it pulls me back in to doing things for the right reasons and to doing the right things. So maybe that's what you need this for, is for your health, because you need to improve your health and you need that accountability to do that. Maybe you're struggling financially. You guys, what would taking an extra $200 a month really mean to you? What kind of pressure would that take off from your family? Is there debt that you have to pay off? Are you trying to stay at home or be more present or cut back on your other job? And this would help you to be able to do that. When I really thought about why I was doing this and what I needed, I had just quit my full-time job. And while that really cut us financially, about 60% of our income actually, I knew we would be okay, and if push came to shove, I could always go back and work. But I didn't want to do that, and I struggled and fought for 5 years to make this decision, to be at home, to be more present with my family. And, when I found myself in that situation that finally I was home, here I was on a very strict budget that had no extras. I mean, even if we had to pay $50 to get the garage door fixed, that was going to be a problem for us as far as dipping into savings. So it was really hard for me to not feel stressed out about that. And one thing I thought when I was working was how nice, how much I just wanted my kids to be able to go to their activities. But when I was working 10 to 12 hours a day, I just didn't have time. I didn't have the time to take them there. And you know what? I wanted to be the person that took them to their activities. I didn't want them to just send them to these after school activities and not know what they were doing or not be involved. That's not the type of mom that I wanted to be. So now here I find myself at home with more time and flexibility to be able to do this for them, but no money to do it. I didn't have any money to pay for, when Ben asked me if he could take swim lessons, or my girls wanted to take gymnastics and be at the gym versus just do tumbling, and that was a little bit more expensive. I couldn't say yes to them now either. And so I thought to myself, what if I invite a couple of people to do a group with me and I'm able to give Ben swim lessons? And I made that first paycheck and it was $15. My second paycheck, $15. My third week, it was $65, I think. And I was like, okay, I can give him swim lessons. And it meant so much to me to feel able to do that, right? And, as a stay-at-home mom too, it feels good to make your own money. As a working mom, it feels good to make your own money, right? Like, we all want to be able to have that opportunity to contribute to our goals and to our dreams. And this is a way to do that. Whether you choose to grow this to a 6-figure or 7-figure income, which is possible, you guys, with this, or you just want to make a couple extra $100, pay for your Shakeology every month, pay for those dance classes, go to the store and get boots. I remember another time that I was Christmas shopping right after I had left my job, and I called Jared because I just walked out of DSW shoes, and I told him, I'm like, it was really nice that I could just go in and just buy that, and here I was having a budget, having to think about that, and I was really grateful, for both of those feelings, but how nice it is now that I can create that income to go buy the shoes if I want, to take my family on a vacation, to do these things that I love for them. So maybe you want to have more choice in your life. I definitely wanted to have more choice, and staying at home was a decision that I made knowing that I would probably have to go back to work, that we just couldn't make ends meet for a long period of time. We just weren't going to be able to. And having this business opportunity to be home, to be present, to be able to work my business around the core important things in my life instead of having to cater to what my boss tells me, or when they tell me that I can't take time off, because I have to be there, or I have to work and schedule around 5 other people, to be able to do the things that I want. Like, I love that I can create that opportunity. That pushes and drives me to do more with this business, and because I want to continue to have that freedom, that time that you have to do the things that you want, whether that's to go train for a marathon, whether that's to be a volunteer at your kids' schools, whether that's to just sleep in more and not have to get up so early. You guys, this can really create that opportunity. It's so fun to really find, why does this need to work for you? What do you really want to work for? We all want to help people, and we all love that feeling of helping people. But when push comes to shove and you're tired and you haven't done your power hour for the day, or you haven't done your daily 4s, or you didn't push on your workout yet, what's going to push you to keep going through that? You need to have that deeper why. And be all in, you guys. When you know what it is that you want to help you live your life more, to add more to your life, be all into that. Be committed to your vision. Be committed to your plan, and go all in and do what it takes every single day. And you guys, there's going to be negativity that comes in your life, and people that will try to lead you past this vision, because this isn't normal. This isn't normal. Normal is to go to work, to get up, to cater to somebody else's needs, to have a boss. It isn't to create freedom for yourself. That's not normal, and that makes people uncomfortable. One, because they probably want it to, but they're not sure if they're committed enough to do it. And 2, because it's just not like them. So know that, and know that it isn't about you. It isn't about your relationship with them. It's just about them trying to be comfortable, trying to protect you. A lot of times family will try to protect you from things like that, right? Because they don't know if this will work. They don't think it would work for them. So why would it work for you? So I want you to make sure you're drawing your circle around positive people in your life. And I want you to focus in on your strengths. You guys, it's so easy for us to focus in on our weaknesses, to compare ourselves to what other people are doing, and we need to draw strength from ourselves. We all have gifts and talents, things that we can share, places where we are in our journey, and people we can touch because of where we are that other people can't. Know that, you guys. Know that, and be confident in that. Work on your personal development. Continue to build on those strengths. Continue to foster that, and to don't get bogged down with the negative. Don't get bogged down with the things that you see as weaknesses in yourself, and let that overshadow the goodness and the limitless, right? The fearlessness that you have to offer to people. All right, number 4, have business hours. You guys, I was the worst person at this, and I still fight against this, to really commit to this, but it's something that I'm really focused in this year, is to have business hours, because this is something that can really consume you, you know? And you guys, we're not plugging into a time clock. We are not driving to an office and driving home from an office, so it's always there, right? Social media is always around us, so it's very easy to get overly committed to this, to working your Beachbody business, to seeing a notification and wanting to respond right away, or seeing an email and wanting to respond right away. Don't. You guys, you've got to choose times to respond, let people know what those are, and you've got to stick to it, right? You don't have to get to everything right away. There might be times when, you get to something, or somebody else is doing something, or maybe there's a product launch, or there's a new group coming up, and maybe you don't get a chance to post that day about it, or maybe you don't get to work on it like somebody else did, and that's okay, because we have to keep those important pieces of our life, and if you let this overconsume you, you will start to start not enjoying it, It won't be fun for you anymore if this becomes something that you have to do all of the time. So I want you to keep a balance. Remember why you're doing this. Remember those whys and what you want it to give you. Take advantage of that. Make sure that you're creating those time for those important things, and structure your time so that you don't have to be here all of the time, right? Have those business hours. Know when you are going to work so that your mind frame, when you do come to work on this, is all in, you're excited about it, and you're ready to push play so that you know that you can move on and enjoy and put that to the side with everything else that you have in your day. All right, number 5, plug in. You guys, a successful part of 2017 is becoming part of the network, committing to be part of the team, committing to being here. Be part of the team. Join in. Be in a challenge group. If you're not in a challenge group, get in a challenge group. You guys, we need that support. We all need that support. We need that accountability. If you don't contribute to the team page, contribute to the team page. Share on there what your struggles are, what's working for you, what are you doing, what trainings are you listening to that you find successful, what questions do you have, you guys. Share little snippets of your journey on that. Be a part of the team. Be a player. Be present, because it'll help you to draw in and create those relationships that'll help you to grow in your business too. A couple of calls that I always make sure are non-negotiables for me. The National Wake Up Call. So it happens every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Most days I don't listen to that live. It's at a time when I'm taking my kids to school, and then I'm coming home and getting Kennedy settled. So 9 o'clock in the morning for me on Mountain Standard Time just isn't a really good time for me to plug into that. But I always have it scheduled. I always know when I'm going to listen to it, and I get to that. I make sure that I plug that into my week, and I listen to it on podcasts. There's a replay line. There's a podcast line. You can find that in your back office. You can also go to Team Beachbody 411, and I think they have all the podcasts listed there. That's a really great page, you guys, for resources, is Team Beachbody 411. I think they have a Facebook page and a website page for that, but get plugged into that call. You guys, it's free development. It's lifting you up at the beginning of every single week with tips from top coaches, from people who have been where you are, who are sharing for you how to get to the next level, how to build a mindset, and foster the belief in yourself to be able to achieve things. And the other call that I always make sure I listen to every week is Janelle Summers' call. So Janelle Summers is one of the top coaches in the network, and she actually is the top of our network. So she has a Facebook page. It's called New Coach Success. If you aren't a part of that and you want to be added into that so that you can get the notifications and stuff, then let me know. I can give that to you. But I try to post her calls. Right now they're Thursday nights. I think they're moving to daytime in February. But you guys, she is so genuine. She's so real. She has great content and topics that are applicable right now to helping us to be able to grow. So I try to plug into those calls that Beachbody is providing us, that our team is providing us to be able to grow every single week. When we have team calls, plug into that. Be present here. Contribute to that. If you're not here on those, then it just limits your ability to learn and to grow and to foster that belief in yourself, right? You're only holding yourself back. Get partnerships. If you guys don't have a success partner, or you're not connecting with other people on the team, or, you're trying to feel like you're going on it alone, connect with people. It's so much easier, takes a lot of pressure off when you can lead challenge groups together, when you can bounce ideas off each other, when you have somebody that you're checking in with, that you're accountable for what you're supposed to be doing every day and sharing those ideas back and forth. So get a partnership. If you don't have an accountability partner, then ask for one on the team page. Find and connect. Or see somebody that, is at your same level, that you seem to have a lot of common interests with, and connect with that person and, get those partnerships going. You are in control of that. You control that. Go find that for yourself and get that support in those partnerships. And let others into your life, you guys. One thing that people have always given me the feedback is that I'm all business. I need to have more fun. Need to just, take some of that pressure off. And you guys, I've really worked on that the last probably 10 years of my life to let more people into my life, right? Oh my gosh, how amazing. How amazing is it to have people in our life? To be blessed with the goodness, to see other people, to be happy together, to celebrate each other's successes. And this is a community where you can find that. And I love that. I love that. This isn't a catty community. There isn't, backbiting or feeling, regrets or remorse, of other people's success. I love that when I can see other people moving forward. And if I'm not in that position yet, I just know, it just inspires me to know what's possible, right? To see what's possible and know that I can create that for myself too. And that's what I want you guys to have as you plug in and be part of this team. All right, my last tip, be a boss. You guys, this is a business, and you have this business opportunity. And again, you guys might be at different stages in your journey. Maybe you are, again, just really wanting to work on yourself, and maybe you just share this naturally with friends and family as that's happening too. Hold on a second. Get rid of that call real quick. So maybe you can be at different points. Maybe you do want to make this a full-time income or a part-time income. There is not an opportunity I know of where you can get healthier, you can work on the development of your life, and you can increase your life so much in working part-time hours, you guys, and working an hour a day on your business. But this opportunity presents all of that opportunity to grow in your life, to be healthier, to feel your best, to gain that confidence, and to contribute financially to your family. Let that sink in, you guys. You can be a 6 or 7 figure income earner in this business. Really just think about that. Think about what that means. Think about the possibilities of that and get excited about that. And it's possible because we see it happening. People are doing that. People are developing these incomes, and they're developing and strengthening their friendships, and they're moving forward in their life. There's so much opportunity and it's abundance, and you're given it for basically free, right? When you signed up, you probably signed up with a challenge pack just like I did, so you got your membership for free. You pay your service fees every month, but then you save double that in your Shakeology that helps you to feel amazing and wonderful every single month. So it's free, and you're paying yourself back for getting healthier, right? So all you have now is the opportunity to grow. That's it. You just have the opportunity to grow and move forward with this. And how awesome is that, you guys? So all you have to do is care for people, be wanting to help them to grow, to make their lives better. Follow the system and be consistent. Be consistent on your journey. Be consistent in your efforts to help you to grow. I want you to write down this action item. And I think we did this when Jared and I went to Chalene Johnson's training in Smart Success this past March. And one of the things that we had to do is like write down what your ideal life looked like. What does that look like for you? And the more real you can create this, the better, right? Like the details. What are the details of your ideal life? What does that look like? What are you doing? What are you able to do with your time? What are you doing with your family? How much time are you spending working? For me, I wanted something where I didn't have to bring work home with me. That was really ideal for me, was to be able to unplug and be present and know that I was still doing a good job and making an impact without having to bring that home, because that's what my life was. It was working 8 to 10 hours in the office and then coming home, firing up my laptop and still being available and never feeling like I could shut it off. And that was the one thing that I wanted to change most with coming back home and to being more present with my family, and the thing that I focus on now because it's so easy to get sucked into that, right? So what is your ideal life? And then I want you to follow up with this question. What does life look like if this doesn't work for you, right? If you don't make this opportunity work for you in the ways that you want it to work for you, what does that look like? Financially, with your family, with your health, with your confidence, your skills and your abilities to help build better relationships, to foster new relationships, to maintain relationships, right? Freedom of schedules, huge one for me, is to have that time, right? To be able to create and craft that time the way that I want it to. So write down those action items as we're following up from these 6 things today. Is what does your ideal life look like? And what does it look like if this doesn't work for you? What does it look like if things don't change for you? Are you okay with that? And if you are, then that's great. But if you're not, if you're looking for that catalyst to help change or to elevate things in your life from where they are to where you want them to be, to what that ideal situation looks like, then you've got your purpose, right? You've got your purpose to drive and move forward and to go all in. So you guys decide on what your non-negotiables are. Keep it simple. Keep those things simple, what you need to do every day. Move forward. And when you come across a stumbling block, don't let it stop you. Grow through it. Go find the answers. You guys, I really want to inspire you to be your own leaders, right? To create leaders. I really wanted to create more leaders this last year, and I don't feel like I did. I don't feel like I created good leaders this last year, and maybe that's because I needed to grow to a point where I can create more leaders and grow in my leadership capabilities, and I am excited about that because I put so much into my personal growth this last year to be able to, I hope, be in a position this year to create leaders for our team, to help you guys foster and create this opportunity to be amazing at this business, to let this add and sink in all of those things into your life: financial, family, health, relationships, freedom of time, creating your own schedule, doing more with the things that you have that you want to do, having more flexibility to do that. I want that in your life. I want you to add that into your life in the ways that mean the most to you. So answer those questions. I'd love for you to answer those, and I'd love for you to share them. Share them with me. I would love to hear them. So you can do whatever you want, but you've got to take action. Go find the answers. Use your back office. Google it. YouTube it. You guys, there's so many videos out there to help and support you. So many trainings that have been done. There's not one topic that I don't know of that you could Google and you can find several answers to be able to plug into to help you develop and to help you to grow. So I am ready to make this an amazing year. I'm ready to lead people who want to be led and to run as fast as you guys want to run. So, the one thing that I need to know is, where am I starting? Where are we starting together, right? I need to know who my players are, right? I'm drawing a line in the sand from 2016 to 2017. Who's ready to grow? Who's ready to move forward? Who really wants to foster and develop this into their life? So I want you guys to text me. Let me know if you are in. Are you somebody who's ready to move forward with this business and you want to make more things happen? You want to see it grow. If you are, I want to help you. And again, that doesn't mean that you necessarily need to make this your full-time job. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to quit everything else to do this, right? But it means that you're making that commitment to yourself, that you're deciding why you want this to work for you, what that ideal life is, and that this is something that will help you to get there. So I want you guys to text me if you're in, because I'm going to start a group that will help us to basically like a mastermind, to work together, to work through situations and questions and to train each other to become leaders this year. So text me if you are in. My cell phone number is 801-706-4176 so that you have that. And I just want you to respond after this call and let me know if you're in, if you're somebody who wants to grow and move forward. And if you're not, that's fine. Again, you guys were here. I'm not here to tell you what you need to do or what you need to do with this business opportunity. And, you might, again, just be somebody who's ready to work that casually and work on yourself and, get these great products and be a part of this team. And I want you to plug into that personal development, no matter what your goals are with this opportunity. If I can give you those gifts of working on your health, working on your fitness, and working on your personal growth so that you can become fearless, right? Fearless in your life. Become limitless in knowing what your potential is and what you can accomplish. Great things will happen for you. So I look forward to that. You guys, we finished the year in the top 4% of the company. The top 4% of the company. I think it was like 2,058 out of 450,000 coaches. That's amazing. It's just amazing. We were able to double our personal volume this year as a team, which means we helped so many more people than we were able to help in 2015. So many more people. You guys think about that. We doubled it. And I just am so excited to see this grow, to see this work for you guys this year, to be here to support you and to lead you. To run as fast as you want to run, right? Lay those train tracks for yourself. If you are somebody who wants to really gun this and go for it, maybe you don't do your daily 4s, maybe you do your daily 8 or daily 12, right? You can control that pace. You can control the pace and the motion at which you move forward. You can do it for you. You have to do it for you. Nobody else can do what you can do for yourself in this business. So I want you guys to remember that. I'm going to put some announcements in the team page. I'll probably pop on there with a Facebook Live. Again, I didn't want to take a lot of time in this call today. I really wanted to cover this content and not be too long. But I believe in this opportunity. You guys, I have never felt so on fire and passionate and strong about an opportunity in front of me and what I can gain from this in my life, for my family, for the people that I'm surrounding with and leading and mentoring through this. I am so excited about what's possible this year. I'm so excited about this team. I believe in you guys. I love seeing what you guys are accomplishing in your health and fitness. I love seeing you push outside your comfort zone. I love when that light bulb comes on, when something clicks, when you are able to help somebody, when you get that sense of accomplishment to see someone else move forward. You guys can be on fire, unstoppable. We can do this together, and it's going to be so much fun. I love being in your company. I love having your friendship. There's so many people on this team that wouldn't have come into my life, that wouldn't be in my life right now if it weren't for what we're doing here. And for that, I am very, very grateful. So thank you so much for jumping on here on a Saturday. I know there's not really any great times where it doesn't take sacrifice to be on things like this.
Thanks,
so
Tina.
Thank you guys for being here. And have a great weekend and a great Saturday, and look forward to hear from you guys.
Thanks, Tina.
Thank you, Liz. Have a great day.